Well, good morning. Hello and welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator stream. Happy Monday. Happy first day of the week. We're here in sunny Seattle. Yeah, it's sunny, right? No. It's disaster. It's rainy. It is IFR conditions here in Seattle. We're going to do something awfully brave on today's flight. So, obviously, if you've been, I don't know, just noticed there's like a weird terminal issue here. Anywho, or gate issue, sorry. We've been doing a lot of flights recently in the PMDG 737, which is not fully compatible with Flight Sim 2024, but kind of somewhat works. They did release a statement recently regarding some PMDG products, which we'll look at later. But we're going to take the Max out today. And no, I'm not talking about the iFly, because the iFly unfortunately does not work currently in 2024. We're going to take the Asobo Max out on a jaunt. Now this is the latest Sim Update 1, Beta 3, I believe is what we're currently on. And they had a patch note for the Max with the second beta, and ever since then it's worked extremely well. There is still one major flaw with it, which I found out when I was trying to fly the other day with it, which is de-icing does not do anything to the aircraft. So I was in Denver. Denver was experiencing some major icing conditions, and my cockpit instantly froze up. Now the thing with it that I found interesting was that I was trying to figure out if it was a binding issue or what was going on, because I was actually having a hard time looking through the Asobo forum about this issue. And so I got out and in, restarted the flight several times. One time it kind of worked, and that was the one time I didn't want to continue doing the flight, so that's how things work. But here we are in Seattle. We have a bunch of Alaska Airlines. Now, I don't think Alaska actually does this flight. I'm actually pretty sure they don't. I think it's like United or American, one of the regional area carriers. But we're going to fly to the east side to Boise, Idaho. Or sorry, Iowa? No, Idaho. Yeah, Idaho. Boise, Idaho. So we're going to go find some potatoes. I'll tell you what, though, like, they did a really good job with the detail in this Max. It looks really, really good. Looks really, really good. All right, let's jump inside here. So the first thing with the Max is you do need to set up the weights and balances through the EFB. Now, if you are on the latest Sim update, Beta 3, keep in mind that apparently if you go into the marketplace at any point during your flights, that the EFB may not work. Known issue. Alright, so we have 115 passengers on board today's flight, so I'll bring this up just a little bit to there. Nope, bring it down a little bit. Let's go to 71, see if that's enough. Nope. 70, 69. Good enough for me. Alright, so let's load the aircraft. Cargo, 6325, so we can bring it down a bit. Load that in there as well. And fuel today, we are bringing on 10,000, so I'll bring this all the way down to, let's see what that is. Nope, a little too low, so let's go 22. Perfect. All right, and we're looking at our total mass, 132, so pretty close. All right, so we have that set. Next, we're going to go into Flight Planner, and you have to set up the flight plan through here. You can use the EFB if you are, sorry, the McDo if you want to, but I choose to use this here. So we're departing from Seattle, and we're going to use our summary here. So runway 16 left. We're going to go via the Summa 2 departure. Transition is going to be Summa, so nothing on there. We're going to swing on down a little bit here. The arrival destination is going to be Boise. And we're expecting runway 10 right today, which is cool. And our arrival procedures are the Kana 4 via Devley. Okie dokie. Okay, so as you see, we have the basic information in our flight right now, but we are missing a little bit. So Summa, and then it's saying J54 BKE. So we need to put in BKE as a waypoint. So we go in here and there's BKE because I did this flight the other day. Bam, we have that popped in there. And Summa's already in there. And I think, can I add JB? No, what is it? I mean, I don't think so, right? No, okay. Whoops, I got rid of the one I wanted to keep. This guy here, added in. All right, so Summa to BKE, direct to Devley, and then in for runway 10 right. Cool. Okay, so before I do anything with that, in terms of sending it to the avionics, I'm just going to go up here and get things rolling. So, get the battery turned on, ground power on as well. Good morning, Irishman. Welcome on in. We're going to go, I'm not going to worry about the dome lights. We're going to go ahead and turn on some window heats, some probe heats. And I have a little switch for that. I might as well turn on the webcam too, huh? And let's turn on the lights here. And we're cruising up to 3.5 today. Now, most of the things work in terms of my switches in this aircraft. Most of them seem to work. The one thing is, you'll see that with the Mobi flight, it doesn't work for the altitude, which is kind of weird. Fasten seatbelt sign, emergency lights on, and get that APU rolling next. Alright, so we got that rolling. Speaking of Mobi flight, I think we need to get that rolling next too, so let me get that. Doesn't seem to be on. Or it is on. That's weird. Well, we'll see what happens. I thought normally I had some lights on there. Alright, cool. So let's go down here and position, route. We have to send this over from this dude. So we scroll on over here and send to the avionics. Now we should have that set in there. Execute it. We're going to be southwest, or sorry, not southwest. We're going to be Alaska 516. Performance. Tap on that guy. Reserves are going to be 1.8. Cost index is going to be 5. And we're cruising up to 370. Execute. Next. Takeoff. Flaps are 5, and the CG is 4.75. So in this plane, it's right here. This arrow's a little tough to see. So we're going to go about there. And then get our V speeds in. Beautiful. Grand. And we shall be good at that point. And get rid of that guy now. I'm going to turn this over to RTO. And we're going to turn down the brightness a little bit, because that isn't a little bit of a bug still in this plane, is that some of the instruments are a little bit bright. Okay, now we should have APU available. We do. So I'm going to go to APU power, turn off the ground power, and let's go ahead and get Beyond ATC rolling.
Ground 121.7 when ready. SkyWest 3750.
Seattle clearance. Good morning from Alaska 516. We're ready for IFR clearance to Boise.
Alaska 516, Seattle clearance. Cleared to Boise, Air Terminal Gowan-Fald. Summa 2 departure with the Summa transition, then as filed. Maintain 4000. Departure frequency 123.9er. Squawk 4264.
Alright, so we're going to maintain 4,000. Our squawking is going to be 4264. Clear to Boise, Summa 2 departure with the Summa transition, then as filed, maintain 4,000, departure 123.9, squawk 4264, Alaska 516.
Alaska 516, read back correct. Contact ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground 121.7, Alaska 516. See ya. So Aerosoft updated their pushback tool, pushback toolbar pro or something rather, but it seems to crash WASM because when I was using it, when I tested yesterday, it would crash the 737 as soon as I touched anything with pushback. It's really weird. Seattle grounds, Alaska 516 ready for pushback and engine start. Yeah, it was very, very strange.
Alaska 516, Seattle ground, hold position for traffic.
Holding position, Alaska 516. So we have some planes around us apparently.
Alaska 516, Seattle ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face northwest.
Face northwest, southwest, sorry, Alaska 516.
Negative, face northwest.
I think I got confused. Face northwest, Alaska 516. Because I said southwest for a moment. Alright, request it.
All aircraft be advised information.
Pushback is going.
Altimeter
Alright, so
2986.
APU is on. Ground power is on.
SkyWest
And whoops, wrong way.
3750, ready to taxi to the active.
Right ignition, and all good there. Get
SkyWest
the
3750,
yaw damper on as well.
runway 16 left taxi via Alpha Charlie.
Now, by the book, you're supposed to wait until
Runway
this
16 left
goes,
taxi
the
via
motoring
Alpha
disappears in this
Charlie.
plane.
SkyWest 3750.
You know what? But it's broken. So,
Alaska 302.
once I see motoring, I just pop
Contact
it on.
Seattle Tower 119.9er.
Over to Tower 119.9er, Alaska 302.
I also do, with this plane, I will turn on AP pretty much right away. They made some adjustments with the trim, which make it much more flyable,
SkyWest 3830.
but it can be a little
Seattle
bit more of a
ground,
pain still.
pushback and engine start approved. Face northwest.
Pushback.
Alright, so we're just waiting for a click at this point. There's a click. So, pumps on, Gen 2. Ground over here for Engine 1. Engine 1 coming on board.
Delta 927 at Gate Bravo 1. Request pushback and engine
And
start.
rinse and repeat. Now we're just waiting for rotation of engine number 1. Get the motoring and then introduce some fuel. Flight director is on.
Pushback approved. Face north. Delta 927.
Seattle ground, Alaska 516, ready to taxi. Alright.
Delta 544.
Get that going.
Delta
And then we're going to
544,
go
Seattle
ahead
ground,
and do
pushback
Terra.
approved. Pushback approved. Face south. Delta
Where's Terra on this
544.
plane over here?
Delta 485.
Gate Alpha 5 via November, Tango, Quebec. Hold short runway 16 left. Delta 485.
Alaska 516, Seattle ground. Please make a taxi.
American
What?
1667. Gate Sierra
Please make a taxi
request
request?
pushback.
Oh, didn't hear me, I guess.
American 1667.
Wow, this is a busy comms here in Seattle.
ground, Pushback approved.
It's like
Face
what?
West.
7:30 over there? I think we broke it. Seattle ground, Alaska 516, ready to taxi. Seattle ground, Alaska 516, ready to taxi to the active. Alright, well, it's struggling with comms right now.
Alaska 516, ready to taxi to the active.
American 1667, Seattle ground. Pushback and engine
Alright, engine
start
1 is
approved.
good, so
Face
AP
west.
bleed off. Pax auto.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face
Normal
west.
for, or sorry,
American
both for that.
1667.
Taxi light is on. Gen 1 and
Skywest
electric pump.
3714, contact Seattle Tower 119.9er.
Over to Tower 119.9er. Skywest.
Alright, are we gonna get a taxi clearance here or what?
Alaska 516, runway 16 left taxi via Alpha, Charlie.
16 left via Alpha Charlie, Alaska 516. Let's see if it takes that. There we go.
Skywest 3830.
There's like a known issue from last time I read that
Skywest
think sometimes
3830,
the,
runway 16 left taxi via
with the
Alpha,
LLM it kind of gets
Charlie.
confused and doesn't know you're talking.
Runway 16 left taxi by
And I seem to have that mostly on the ground. Well, only on the ground. I've never had it in the air yet, and it's been actually been a while since I had that issue happen.
Delta 927.
Yeah, we are on the
ready to
experimental
taxi
build
to
for the
active.
LLM, so things like that happen.
Delta 927, runway 16 left taxi via Alpha, Charlie.
Alright, here we are on
Via Alpha, Charlie.
Alpha.
Delta 927. Delta 485, cross runway 16 left.
I was
at
going to be
Quebec.
using
Continue
New Sky
taxi
today,
via
but for
Quebec
some reason
Bravo.
New Sky won't let me log in. I can log in on the
Cross runway 16 left at Quebec. Continue taxi
website,
via
but it
Quebec,
gives me
Bravo,
an
Delta
error has occurred or
485.
something like that when I'm trying to use the New Sky app.
Delta 544, ready to taxi to the
So
active.
we may not have a landing rate.
Delta 544, runway 16 left taxi via Alpha, Charlie. All right, we'll taxi to runway 16
All right.
left via Alpha, Charlie, Delta 544.
This isn't the Asobo Seattle, right? Because I don't think they would have the Prime Air. I think this is who makes it?
American 1667,
Oh, man,
runway
I can't remember
16
now.
left taxi via Alpha, Charlie.
There are so many add-ons that I have no idea who makes what anymore.
1667.
Alright, runway 16, we'll go
Delta
ahead and adjust our
544,
heading.
hold position for company traffic. I'll call you back. Hold position for traffic, Delta 544.
I did a flight into
Horizon Air 2005, ramp Quebec 7, request pushback.
Philadelphia
and engine start.
yesterday. It was really cool because
Horizon Air
there was like a,
2005, Seattle ground pushback
it was a
approved.
380
Face
landing
west.
in.
Pushback and engine start approved.
Or sorry, 350,
Face
380,
west. Horizon
350.
Air 2005.
Yeah, it's having a meltdown for sure. This is a busy airport. I didn't think it'd be this busy. Normally in the mornings, traffic isn't that busy. I did this flight yesterday, like around, I don't know, 2 hours later than now, and it wasn't even close to this. Boise was dead. There was nothing going on there.
Alaska 516. Contact Seattle Tower 119.9er. Have a good day.
Tower on 119.9. Alaska 516. See ya. Oh, this is Delta. One more over. Seattle Tower, Alaska 516, ready to go runway 16 left.
Alaska 516, Seattle Tower, wind 185 at 4, or nav to Nevjo, runway 16 left, cleared for takeoff.
16 left, cleared for takeoff, Alaska 516. I had the what's it called, immediate takeoff, whatever. No delay. I had that yesterday. It was really cool. There was a plane on final, and it said something like 7 flaps.
Seattle Tower, Delta 2230.
It said
runway
it was on like on a
16
7-mile final. No delay.
Delta 2230, Seattle Tower,
All right.
continue.
Bring up the throttles.
Roger.
Toga
Delta
set, checked.
2230.
Thank goodness that planes are smarter than I am. Alright. Let's get flying. Now we don't have callouts in this plane, so we rotate on our own. positive rate.
Delta 9er 27.
You're coming up.
Ready to go. Runway 16 left.
Let's bring up that nose because the Boeing likes to fly.
Line up and wait.
Let's go first
Runway
notch of
16
flaps.
left. Line up and wait. Delta 9er 27.
And we're cleared up to 4,000 initially here. Second notch of flaps.
Delta 9er 27, Seattle Tower, wind 185
And full flaps up.
Or nav to Nevjo.
We're gonna go
Runway
nav,
16
nav.
left, cleared for takeoff. Traffic 7-mile final.
We're gonna
No
bring that
delay.
nose up because we're going a little too fast now.
Runway
Bring the nose
16
up.
left.
Bring it up.
RTB to Nevjo. Cleared for takeoff, no delay. Delta
Bring it
9er
up.
27.
Alaska 516, contact Seattle departure.
Over to departure, Alaska 516, see ya. Alaska 516, 3,600, climbing 5,000. Alright, AP's on.
Alaska 516. Seattle departure. Good day. Radar contact. Climb maintain 17,000.
17,000 on Alaska 516. We gotta bring up those instruments too, because now it's all dim. Again, the plane is substantially better in my opinion with this sim update. It does have its issues still. Alright, are we stuck on a restriction? Nope, just a plane that wanted to climb. Alright, so go over here, click the little button, and that should get us to go up. Maybe. We're not in a restriction, are we? No, we're not. Come on, plane, fly.
Seattle departure. Delta 9er 27. 1,200
Yep.
feet.
Alright, climbing on up now.
Delta 9er 27. Seattle departure. Good day. Radar contact. Climb maintain 16,000 feet.
Now this caution's gonna come up from time to time because there's an issue sometimes with the PAXs. The PAX light will turn off or something like that. I can't remember what the issue is exactly, but that may happen from time to time. Okay, departure's not too bad. We're a little fast on that departure initially because I had to pull back on the yoke, as you saw there probably. And the thing is that the trim has been adjusted quite a bit and makes it not as sensitive, but the issue's definitely still there. So if you slowly adjust the trim, but if you're doing like an aggressive adjustment, that's when it like noses up or noses down really quickly. Alright, getting ready to pass 10,000. Alright, there's 10,000. Landing lights, taxi lights are all coming off. I don't know why this wing light, or wheel well, turns off. Did I turn APU off? No, I didn't. Alright, APU's off. Okay. So we have MVFR conditions in Boise right now. And I think we can get the weather off of here, can't we? So we go to charts. No, what is it under? Info? Yeah, info. There's Seattle. How do we get the other airport? I done broke it. Now I done broke it. It shows you how much I use this thing. Oh, I don't know how to get it no more. Pilot book, aircraft settings, pilot book? Nope, that's just me. There's our chart. Yeah, I'm not sure how to get that back. Oh well. We've come 17. Okay, we got some time. Okay, so Navigraph is telling me Currently 4-knot winds,
Alaska
broken
516.
2,700,
Contact Seattle
overcast
Center
3,500. So not too terrible. Over to center 128.5, Alaska 516. See ya. Alaska Center, sorry, Seattle Center, Alaska 516, 15,000, climbing 17,000. Alaska Center.
Another subscriber.
Thanks for the subscription, Sean.
Seattle Center, climb maintain flight level 350.
350. Flight level 350, Alaska 516. Alright, climbing up. Yep, switching over centers now. Over to 134.95, Alaska 516, see ya. Alright, 35. Seattle Center, Alaska 516, 6,000, climbing, flight level 350.
Alaska 516, Seattle Center, good day.
Alright, good day. Alright,
Alaska
coming up to
305,
standard
you are
pressure,
climbing
so we'll
flight
get
level
that going
330.
shortly.
I show you at flight
Got the
level
clock.
340. Descend, maintain flight level 330.
So I wonder, like, is this clock supposed to be for pushback? Because it does show your lapse time here. I've never understood this with the max.
Seattle Center.
Alright, standard
Alaska
pressure.
302, 13,400
Here we are,
feet.
standard. Alright, so we can start preparing for the arrival
Center,
next.
climb, maintain flight level 330.
So we're expecting
Climb,
the
maintain
10
flight
left
level
arrival.
330, Alaska 302.
We have the ground charts, so we need that. We need that. And
Alaska 305, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
why is it not giving me...
Take care.
Center on 126.6, Alaska 305.
How do we look at everything else? We got save charts, clip charts. Something seems to be broken. Huh, something seems to be wrong with that. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. 10 right is our expected arrival. So we have an ILS, which is what I'm looking for in that chart, but I can't find it. Okay, so airport elevation is 2836. I can barely see the lights here. 28. So we'll do 28.
Alaska
Perfect there.
367, contact
And
Seattle Center 132.6.
36 for the minimums.
Contact Seattle Center 132.6.
One of the really cool
Alaska
things this plane has
367.
right
Have a good
extremely
day.
well is the minimums. You can dial this in and get there really fast. What did I say? 30, 36. We're way past it. It's so difficult to see. 36. It's right there. It's like it's super. It's like this, not the same color, but it's. I don't know. I'm not sure what color they should have made this. White. I don't know. Anywho, and we have altimeter, or not altimeter, frequency, all ones. 1111. I'm using my Stream Deck for this part. Okie dokie. Arrival information's checked good. And of course they'll probably change runways on us. We have a disco right there, but it's going to be a straight in arrival. So I'm going to go over here and just clear out that disco. Because if it's anything like the flight I had yesterday, well, it will send us on over there. Okay, so I talked a little bit about the Aerosoft Pushback Pro. Now I know that the PMGG is not supported currently in 2024, but what seems to happen is when I have Pushback Pro, so they had a compatibility update for it. That's first and foremost. I had a compatibility update that now works in 2024. Before It just wouldn't do
Seattle
anything.
Center, Alaska 1026.
So the first flight I tried it with
224.
was, I think, actually here in the Max. It might have been a Phoenix, but I think it was a Max.
Alaska 1026, Seattle Center, copy.
And it worked flawlessly, so I was like, cool. So then I went to do a flight, I don't remember where it was anymore, but did another flight for pushback, but it kept on locking up all the instruments. Everything got locked up. All the button switches got locked up. This was in the 737 PMDG. So I tried the old school pushback, so didn't use pushback pro, but just pushback with the plane, and it worked flawlessly. So then I removed the arrows off, reinstalled the free one, and no problems. So it seems to crash WASM. And once WASM officially gets updated with the 737, maybe, just maybe, that will work then.
Good day. Seattle Center, Alaska 626, descending via Chins 5. Flight
But
level 2
we
tree
had
liner.
some news from the dudes over at PMDG,
Alaska 626, Seattle
which
Center.
is good news, but not the news I was hoping for. So, the 777-200 is in beta testing. Okay, so that's good news, right? But it will be beta testing for 2020. Okay. The 200 is expected to release initially in 2020, and then will be released for 2024, and we're going to see further details down below. They're updating the Operation Center, which is kind of cool because it's pretty outdated. Now, I've only been using the Operation Center since the 737 came to 2 flights in 2020, so not forever. But here's the news we're looking for. So during the past few weeks, we've been working on the 777 for 2024, and here's the standpoints. We've been using the SDK to build the 777 and had a high degree of success. We had a few intermediate non-repeatable issues that have caused the entire cockpit to cease from updating, which we are still not entirely comfortable with the platform side issues. Work continues to push the aircraft hard into sim to avoid any problems with the sim update 1. And if we're being candid at all of us, we are quite pleased to hear that Asobo has pushed back the sim update 1, as the WASM is super important for the PMDG. At the moment, I've decided I would describe my confidence in the PMDG 2024 combination as strong and growing.
Contact Seattle Center 126.6. See you.
But they're afraid that there might be changes to sim update 1 that then will break it. Over to 126.6, Alaska 516, see ya. Seattle Center, Alaska 516. Just passing flight level 309, climbing 350.
Alaska 516, Seattle Center, copy.
So it's news that they're working on 2024, but it's
SkyWest 37,
news that there
contact
is
Seattle
still
Center
some
13.95.
issues. DC6 was supposed to be the easiest, but it's not. And apparently DC6 like worked day 1 for the most part. And here's the thing I'm kind of sad. We are not currently, or sorry, we are not yet evaluating the 737NG for 2024, as they're using the 777 as a learning tool, which makes partly sense because they're switching things from the 777 over to 737, so they want to make sure those things are compatible. I understand that. I'm not a 777 pilot, so I'll fly it, of course, but I really want the 737. Once we begin to push the 777 into 2024, we will direct attention over to the 737. The 737 will get a number of features that are updated, and then pricing information in there as well. And then there's some screenshots for the 747. So what we're hearing is that there's some progress being made on the side of the PMDG products, but they're not fully convinced that the SDK is stable, which is sad. We've had zero information from the guys over at iFly, which is fine, right? They don't want to get out too much information for a plane that may not be ready to go anytime soon.
Seattle Center, Delta 2282, descending via Olympia to flight level 223.
Delta 2282, Seattle Center.
What was the other news? Oh, we have the pricing for the unit builds, and we have a time frame for that as well. Let me see if I can get that information. Where is that information? I thought that would be really easy to find on their Discord. I guess not. It's gonna be like 60 US or something around there, I want to say. Okay, here we are. This is from Msfs add-ons.com. The 350 is arriving between the 24th and 28th of February. 60 pounds. So the conversion rate's like whatever, 67 or so US dollars, I think. So pretty much the end of the month, the last week of the month, the 350 will be arriving for both 2020 and 2024. So it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. I don't know if... I think in the streams and videos that they put out, I think they've been in 2024.
Alaska 516, contact Seattle Center.
But I'm not 100% sure on that one. Over to Seattle Center, 132.6, Alaska 516, see ya. Got a bunch of planes out here. Seattle Center, Alaska 516, flight level 350.
Alaska 516, Seattle Center, good day.
So either way, we're expecting the 350 to be coming out in the next week. And just trying, I don't know if I have, just want to see what my schedule is that week now. Uno momento, por favor.
Alaska 302, contact Seattle Center 126.1.
Center on 126.1, Alaska 302.
So yeah, it looks pretty good actually. I should be able to, if it comes out in the morning, hopefully it comes out on the 25th. I'm off that day. That'd be grand. That'd be super grand. So I do have to figure out, I don't know what real world, not crazy long 1,000 nautical mile flights, but reasonable length flights. Actually, I suppose I can, let's see if we can look at iFly. Okay, aircraft type, the 350. Family, let's do the family. Alright, any, and let's shorten it down here. Let's see what, so we got 0 to 2 hours, which means 3 hours, because it doesn't seem to understand. I just want, 0 to 2. Alright, so, I'll see, so we got a couple of Europe flights here. Lufthansa does some short hour and 20-minute flights. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. Let's see what else there is. And we're, yeah, okay. And we got Turkish Air Okay. So we got a couple. This is a longer one there, but this one here's not bad. Not bad. Okay, so the 350, there are some shorter 350 flights. We got some Saudi Arabia flights here. These are short ones too. That wouldn't be bad. That'd be kind of cool.
Seattle Center, Alaska 799, descending via
Singapore?
5, flight level 341.
Can you click?
Alaska
No.
799, Seattle Center, radar
Say,
contact.
it'd be nice if iSky or iFly showed your show the distance as a time, but I like to see a distance
Turn
too.
left, heading 320, Alaska 799.
And Turkish, some more Turkish ones.
Seattle Center, Delta 1747, descending
Okay, so
via
there's some
5,
options.
Flight level 361.
There's some options. We'll see what happens. We'll probably end up in Europe for the 350. Done a handful of flights in Europe most recently, and I'm getting more comfortable
Alaska 563,
with how things play out there.
flight level 360.
Alright, let's see if I can look at the charts on here.
Alaska 563, Seattle Center, radar
So
contact.
we have the RNAV here. Okay, so
Alaska 563, turn right, heading 310. vector for the
8,000,
approach.
6,000 at Jimmy.
Turn right, heading 310.
Okay, so we can put in 6,000 for altitude. And with the Boeing, it will automatically start at the descent, at top of descent, which is up there. After using a peripheral other than a mouse to set an altitude, it kind of sucks going back to the mouse. And I'm sure I can look up a way to get that to work, but I'm too lazy. I also don't know why my wind wing's not showing up any lights. That normally works. So that's really weird. Okay, so we got those couple planes around us. I don't think we're gonna see anything in Boise. I don't think we'll see any kind of traffic in Boise. But either way, on landing, we're gonna exit to the right, or sorry, to the left. So here's Boise. There's runway 10 right, so we're going to exit probably Delta, and then back taxi Delta Alpha, and then to our assigned gate here in Boise. I don't understand why I can't get Boise charts here. What's this? That's payload. Fuel. I know there's a way to... Oh, I just click on this button, right? Yeah, there we go, dummy. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we can go here, and then we want 10 right. Arrival. Approaches, 10 right. Alright, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Actually, let's clip it. Clip it. Alright, so now, if we go here, we'll see it, right? There it is. Alright, cool. Now we're cooking. Oh, no.
SkyWest 3691, contact
Oh,
Salt Lake
no.
Center 128.05.
The sim freezing?
See you.
Oh.
Contact Salt Lake Center 128.05. SkyWest 3691.
Sim crashed. Well, so much for using the charts. So much for using the charts. I guess I'm not supposed to use charts. And Beyondatc is crashing too. Well, we're just going to end the stream here on that note, on a crash. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Well, we'll try doing another stream. Maybe tomorrow, maybe sometime later this week, and we'll see how things go. But I don't know. I think that's crashed because of the issue with the EFB, honestly. But we'll see what happens. But thanks everyone for for at least coming in and participating on today's stream. And we'll see what the future holds for the next stream. I don't think I'll use that EFB anymore, at least while we're in Sim Update 1 here, beta, since that's an issue with that. But again, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.